Good morning, Vietnam!
Rise and shine.
I'm the leader of the Repeal the 19th.
I think it was awesome. Sorry, whoever's offended by that concept, I don't care. I thought it was awesome.
Because we have a tendency to think that way around here.
My nigga.
Y'all the ones bringing this stuff in here, but I'm the poster child for it.
Where are you from, bro?
Oh, I'm from Tennessee.
Oh, that's a sick accent, bro. I haven't heard that before. That's awesome, dude.
It's my team. It's my quarterback.
And you're trying to get a controversial statement out of me. But
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
Bring your ass.
hey,
You serious?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is the NFL Wise Guy Roundtable. We go live every Sunday morning to talk about our NFL Circa Millions contest picks where we're trying to win. I think that there's $100,000 in prizes. The top prize is $18,000, but we got 10 entries in this thing. We're trying to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? We're going to take the majority of the money. The Wise Guy Roundtable is a little light today. Light, but doesn't matter because you got the two wisest here.
It's true.
Guys with the most points outside of the great Robert Barnes, of course.
Yeah.
We got to get him in here one of these Sundays for one of these shows. We'll see.
I'd love that.
That'd be fun. But yeah, joining me is Fear the Bureau. What up, buddy? You survived a hurricane this week, and you're here. Out of all the people that I thought was going to miss the show, I thought it was going to be you.
Dude, I was expecting to not have power until like Monday or Tuesday. Like I'm getting updates from the energy department, like on my emails. They're like, yeah, we're gonna put hospitals and stuff as top priority. We're assessing the situation, so just hang tight. And I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna have power until like Tuesday. And then I'm at Universal Studios with Drunk 3PO, and I get an update on my phone that my security on my front door has turned back on. And I'm like, I think I have power.
Woohoo.
I'm like, I think I have power. So I went home and I had power. I have power, internet, but no AC. It is hot in here. It's hot. And I run hot, man. High testosterone bouncing off of the walls. It's hot in here. But
I bet.
Listen, I wouldn't miss a Sunday morning with Game On ever. It wouldn't be me, okay? It wouldn't be me. Cricket, Steps, AJ. It wouldn't be me. Chris.
Steps has a legit excuse this week. I'll give him that. That's funny. I want to ask you this. So you were a couple days away from streaming and all that stuff because of the hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
I bet as someone who creates content all the time, it was probably nice, a little nice refresher, kind of just stepping away. But at some point, did you get an itch and just be like, man, I got it? Because as someone who doesn't do it full time like you, but does think every single second of like, oh, I should have made a video about that, or I could have been streaming here. This, I bet you at some point you had an itch of like, man, I'm missing out on making this content right here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, man. I was getting cabin fever 1 just from being in here. And what made it worse was I boarded up all of my windows with plywood. So even though it was the middle of the day, it was still pitch black in my house, which made it even worse. But yeah, absolutely, man. Like, I know YouTube and streaming is my job, but I love it. It's the best job ever. So it's like when you're 3 days away from doing it, a job that you actually love to do, it was getting to me a little bit. So that was one of the first things I wanted to do with power last night. I'm like, all right, dude, I'm streaming and I'm streaming all night long. So,
baby.
Yeah,
baby. That's what I like to hear. That's awesome. What do we got over here on the YouTube side of things? Speaking of YouTube, Derp in the house. Justice for the AC. So wait, you have power, but the AC doesn't work? How does that work?
I don't know. My AC's backed up for some reason. I don't know. I flipped the breakers and everything, trying to get that thing to kickstart. I opened up the generator and everything, just trying to make sure that everything was working. I don't know. So I called them up and I'm like, hey, Nice, you don't work. They're like, all right, we'll call you back during the week. It's the weekend. Fuck off. I'm like, oh well, great. For sure.
Dude, I should put you in touch with producer Chris. Maybe he'll hop on this morning too.
Okay.
He said he might have. He works. His job is working on HVAC systems and whatnot. So
Okay, gotcha.
maybe he could, give you
Few
some
pointers.
pointers to say, hey, did you try this?
Yeah.
At least so we can get your AC going. I don't know.
Real quick, whose jersey is that? Is that a weird Bills jersey, Josh Allen, or is that a throwback Oilers jersey? Who is that?
Throwback Oilers jersey, Tannehill, baby.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, if I may,
Go ahead.
I've told you this before. I hate how the Texans have the right to the Oilers throwbacks.
Yeah.
The Texans up and abandoned Houston. They're like, thank you, Houston, but fuck you. We're packing up shop. We're packing up the building, and we're moving to Tennessee. We're not going to be the Oilers. We're abandoning that name, too. We're going to be the Tennessee Titans. Fuck you, Houston, and fuck you, Oilers. Oh, but when it's convenient, we want to wear the Oilers throwbacks. No, fuck you. You abandoned that. You surrendered that right. You surrendered it. You surrendered that right. Imagine it's like a high school dropout. And then the high school dropout just decides, yeah, you know what? I want to go to a university. I want the college experience. Well, no, I'm sorry. You dropped out of high school. You surrendered that right. You surrendered that ability. The Houston Texans should have the Oilers throwbacks. And they're trying to do it. They're trying to do it a little bit with their city jerseys, with their H-Town jerseys. They're trying to kind of hint at the Oilers colors just a little bit with that baby blue, with the powder blue and some of the red and stuff. They're trying to do it a little bit. I fucking hate how the Titans have the Oilers throwback. It doesn't make sense to me. Give it to Houston, NFL. Give the Oilers throwbacks to the Houston Texans. It don't make sense.
Yeah, what are we doing?
What are we doing, man? Come on.
Then again, the NFL.
You can't have your cake and eat it too, Tennessee, okay? You surrendered your right to the Houston Oilers. Give it up to the Texans. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Oh, before we get started with all this, I do also have an announcement. Let me go full big screen for this. So this week, I have my other channel, The Uncensored Pharmacist. All right. I got censored online for the first time by YouTube for talking about certain things we won't talk about here, but I am now the most censored pharmacist on the internet. All right.
Were you talking about a specific medical procedure?
Yeah, that's on YouTube. No. A certain medicine that's given to babies when they're born.
Okay.
That we were disagreeing about it. But anyways, licensed pharmacists can't even talk about that. That's a no-no in YouTube land.
Yeah.
My channel of 10 people. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But we don't get too political on the sports side of things over here, but I have to make this announcement. After being censored this week, I know this is going to surprise a lot of you guys, but I'm endorsing Donald John Trump for president.
Attaboy.
Make America great again.
Attaboy.
Let's go.
Love it.
Dude, I was like, I was coming home yesterday. I swung by the gas station. I went inside. I was grabbing they have these delicious burgers there. And I turn and look, and they get the hat rack. I was like, oh, those are nice hats. And then all of a sudden, this caught my eye, and I go, yes,
you need one.
Let's go. It's also Idaho. What do you expect?
Yeah. That's awesome.
I knew Heavy Steps was going to say something. I thought it was funny that he wasn't here today. He says, gay.
Dude, that's wild to me that Heavy Steps, Steps is like, I love Kamala. Give me Kamala.
Oh,
Steps,
yeah, I know. Hey, we
Steps
still love
him. That's my bitch.
We still love him. Love him. Actually, it's more so the dislike of Trump than it is the love of Kamala.
How can you hate the guy? Dude, the guy is so relatable. He's so fun. He's honest. He's funny.
I don't know, man. Steps got his reasons. But
Steps,
one thing I do love.
What did he do to you, man?
What?
What did he do to you?
Don't get him started. He's driving. I don't want him to
Steps, did he
crash.
grab you by the pussy? What did he do?
No, one thing I do love though is this is what's missing from our country is where we can disagree politically, but still be friends and hop on a stream and do content and stuff together. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So
yeah.
and give each other shit about it. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So,
Yeah.
not a lot of people can do that, especially during an election season.
Yeah.
This close to an election.
Yeah. Dude, 2016, I was one of the few. I was 2 years graduated from high school.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I'm voting for Trump. I'm voting for Trump. There's no way that fucking bitch Hillary, there's no way, dude. No way.
There's no way.
If Hillary's the president, we don't have a country anymore, okay? We're going to become mini Iran. We're going to become mini Israel over here. Like, it doesn't matter. We're not going to be a fucking country anymore. If Hillary, dude, so many people outcasted me, blocked me on Instagram. I'm never talking to you again. You're voting for Trump. Now I see them. They're following me again, and they're posting Trump 2024. I'm like, yeah, where were you in 2016 when you said I was a horrible person? When you said that I was voting for the death of America? And then now
you're like the guy that
2024.
you're like the guy that got into Bitcoin when it was like you need 100. You need 100 of them to buy a pizza. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Dude, I was on
This one
top
doesn't
of it, man.
pay as well.
I was on top of it in 2016. I was a horrible person, and now they're all like, "Yeah, Trump 2024." It's like, good, but I still remember.
Good morning, Speak Freely. Good morning. Speak up, speak out, speak freely. There you go. There you go. Big Arnie, what up? Good morning. Good morning, Low-Key, in the house. Heavy Steps. Laugh my ass off. The unhinged ones are the left, but I digress. Hey, it's all good. Steps is from Chicago. You can't help it. He can't. He can't. He can't, but we love him. We love him all. Man, I almost went perfect in my MLB stuff.
Ooh.
This is why
there
he
you
calls
go.
me at the beginning of this thing. He calls me the morning tribal chief because every MLB bet that I've been placing, I have to bless his. He's got to get my blessing before he places it because I've just been on a heater. But I almost picked all the championship series right. I had the only thing I didn't have. I had the Tigers instead of the Guardians. Every other one I got right.
You mean the Indians?
The Indians, yes, the Indians.
No.
And then I got the I got a Subway Series in the championship, and I got the Mets winning it all.
Ooh, I like that. I
Bold
like that.
prediction, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Vote for well is a vote for censorship. I know, and I am the most censored pharmacist on this planet. You know what's crazy?
Confirmed.
My wife. So my wife got me that uncensored pharmacist thing, right? And then I turn it
Yeah.
on, and you can't see shit. Well, what just came in the mail? She got me the dimmer for it. So I think that's gonna work. And last night I came in here to try it. I can't find the damn plugin. So my little boys would keep coming in here and keep messing with it and plugging it in, right? So I took part of the plugin detaches. And so I'm like, I'm just going to hide the plugin. It doesn't work anyways. I can't use it yet. And I'm looking around in my office in here. I go, where the hell did I put it? So that's what I'm going to be doing today is tearing everything apart in here, trying to figure out where I hid it from those boys.
That'll happen. That'll happen.
Gotta love kids, man. Gotta love kids. Are we betting the Mets tonight? I don't know. It's too early for me to get a feel. I need to get my coffee, which is, I think, just finished up. So I'm going to go pour a cup of coffee real quick. Beardo, I wanted to pull this up. I wanted to give you how much every time you needed to talk about this. Penn State USC.
Sure.
What happened here? What happened here?
Complete collapse, man. Complete collapse in the second half. In the first half, USC looked really good. Their defense is stout. Eric Gentry, he's a ball hawk, man. He was kind of silent there in the second half. I love Woody Marks. Woody Marks and Zachariah Branch? Is Zachariah? I think so. I'm drawing a blank. It's early. It's early here. But yeah, complete and total collapse on the defensive side in the second half. But that's why Penn State is ranked number 4 in the nation. Okay, going into LA yesterday, Big Ten teams were 1-9 when they travel. With this new look Big Ten team, if teams are traveling 2 or more time zones in the Big Ten. The traveling team were 1-9 this season, and it was looking like that trend was going to continue yesterday with Penn State going to USC. USC looked good, man. USC did look good in the first half, but a complete collapse in the second half with their defense. They let Penn State right back into it. I like Penn State's quarterback, man. I like him. I think he threw his first interception of the season yesterday to the Trojans. And then, you know what? That's what happens, man. When you go to overtime and you don't score in your first possession. By the way, overtime, how do you not fucking score? Like, at least a field goal. Like, at least a field goal. Our field goal kicker has a 54-yard long this season. In college, that's insane. That's insane in college to be able to nail a 54-yard field goal. But from 25, shanked it. Okay, so at that moment, I knew that the game was pretty much over unless we forced a turnover. But we played Penn State really good yesterday. I think USC being unranked and then forcing Penn State into overtime, one or two is going to happen. USC is either going to become ranked again, Penn State's going to drop, or maybe both. Maybe both, but 3-3, it's more likely that Penn State's going to drop than USC getting back into the top 25.
Yeah. Real quick, Speak Freely says Penn State isn't a top 5 team. They aren't. At the end of the season, they're not going to be a top 5 team. No. Big Arnie says, I was doing paperwork at the same time. I couldn't miss it stuff. I walked away from the NFL. I'm sick of how set up and corrupt it is. Well, guess what, sir? I came across a little thing today. I made a deal with the devil. You know what this is, Beardo?
What is that?
Do you know what this is?
I don't.
This is a hard drive.
Oh, attaboy. Yeah.
You know what's on the hard drive?
Porn.
A little bit of that, and
locks. Your picks. Your locked in picks.
It's the NFL script.
Oh,
the whole season.
Yeah.
The whole
season.
Yeah. I got the script.
Okay.
The deal was to get the script though. I can't tell you exactly what's on here. You've got the chat's got to ask the right questions. They've got to get the information out of me. So chat, I need you to ask the right questions today when we're going over the games. I got the script right here though.
There you go.
Let me tell you. You thought Vanderbilt upsetting Alabama was a big deal. Wait till you see what happens in the NFL today. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
That's all I got to say. All right, chat. We got the script. Also, USC, what the fuck? DEI women must be suiting up for them. I'll say this: everyone wanted to praise Lincoln Riley as the next great coach and the next great mind, and maybe he was at one point on track to be that. But Lincoln Riley, who, if he doesn't learn to adapt, you're going to be Chip Kelly 2.0.
Oof.
You're going to be Chip Kelly 2.0. I'm sorry. Your weakness was defense, but you got away with it because you were creative. You had these guys that you could create into Heisman quarterbacks, and you could make up for it offensively. But now when you seem to be, people seem to be catching up to your offensive playbook, you got to do something. Like, you've got to be able to adapt. You shouldn't be losing these. If you're a series program, you shouldn't be losing these big games at home after you have a two touchdown lead. You got to find a way to be able to eat up clock, grind it out, give your defense a chance to, you can't have a center catch a touchdown and moss one of your defensive backs. I'm sorry. Like, that should never happen.
Yeah.
So Lincoln Riley, aka Chip Kelly 2.0.
Man, don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm going to make a video this week about it. I'm pretty excited. I'm going to start making more standalone videos, and Lincoln Riley's in my sights.
I do like Lincoln Riley, man. I do. He's like a quarterback whisperer. They used to call Jim Harbaugh the quarterback whisperer. Lincoln Riley is a quarterback whisperer. Okay. Miller Moss, he's still a stud. He went 20 for 34 yesterday, 220 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception with an 80 passer rating. Dude, our backfield is so talented. Woody Marks on the ground yesterday, 20 for 111 yards on the ground. Quentin Joyner, who I believe is a true freshman, went three attempts on the ground, 82 yards and a touchdown. Dude, we have a very talented backfield. And don't forget about Zachariah Branch. Zachariah Branch, a little quiet yesterday, But Eric Gentry on the defense, I love that kid, man. I love that kid. He is such a gamer. He's a ball hawk, man. He's fucking everywhere. But he was also silent yesterday. Actually, he might have been injured. I don't even know if he played. I don't even know if Eric Gentry played yesterday. He might have been out. Which could have been why we let Penn State back into the game yesterday, because our boy, our best defender, Eric Gentry, wasn't playing. I don't now that I think of it, I don't remember him on the field yesterday. And I'm looking at the stats right now. I'm looking at the box score. He didn't have nothing. So
he must
without Eric Gentry, he's everywhere, man. So that could very well explain why Penn State was able to sneak back into that game yesterday.
So I was at work yesterday during most of these games, and I was excited that I was able to get back home in time. And I gotta watch the end of that Oregon Ohio State game.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. I have a little bit more respect for Oregon now, because I've been saying as a Pac-12 guy, I've been saying Oregon in these situations, they always blow it to these teams. A team like Ohio State, they still haven't. I still don't trust them when they play an SEC team, but they've earned a little bit more of my trust back. But yeah, that was a great game. Great game. Great ending. I don't know. Did you end up seeing the
I was streaming, so I didn't get to watch the game because I was live playing.
Yeah.
I was playing some Fortnite and some Alien Isolation, so I didn't get to watch the game. But good, man. Fuck Ohio State. Fuck Ohio State. Fun. I can't stand Ohio State.
I just loved watching all the Ohio State people on fans immediately. Fire Ryan Day.
Dude, that's been the last 3 years. The last 3 years have been fire Ryan Day, and then they win against Michigan. They're like, we love Ryan Day, just because they beat Michigan. But dude, it's always been Ryan Day. But you know what? Fuck Ohio State, because what they did to Jim Trussell.
Yeah.
Fuck Ohio State.
Well, I titled something yesterday to get clicks and get people riled up, but Texas is looking like they are the number one team in the country, and they're looking like they're gonna be the number one team, and it's their championship to lose. All right, it's theirs to lose. Now they do have a tough schedule, man. I mean, I think they have Georgia next week.
Georgia next week.
Did I tell you what I did?
What happened?
So everyone, before the season started, everyone was talking about this upcoming weekend of football as the best weekend of football. There's all the memes about better not have a wedding on this date or whatever, but everyone was overlooking this yesterday, right? And I'm like, this might be the best back-to-back weeks of college football I think we've ever had. Like just the slate of games. Now that with the expansion and all these teams that we don't usually see play each other are playing each other in the middle of the season, like Texas and Georgia and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this upcoming weekend is supposed to be the best one. I mean, it's I'll pull up the slate here in a second, but so you know what I did, and I didn't even think about it. I just naturally did it, and then I realized what I did, and it was great. I bought the family tickets. Disney on Ice is coming here to the Spokane Arena.
Of course you did.
And it happens to be that day. So it's going to be me. I'm going to be hanging out with my two little twin baby girls.
You're going to be like this the entire time.
Nope. I'm going to have I'm at home. I got the big TV on.
Oh, you're not going.
I'm sending the wife, my daughter. They're taking the boys. They're all going to Disney on Ice. I get to stay home with the two babies.
Oh,
that's what I did. Yeah. No.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a veteran move, ladies and gentlemen.
It is. Take some notes.
Let me show you the slate we got, but real quick, I want to talk about the biggest game yesterday. Washington State, man. They hung on, baby. They hung on. 25-17 win over Fresno State. Let's go. Let's go, Cougs. What pissed me off about this game? They I guess it was on Fox Sports 1, and like I said, I was working and driving home when it was happening. I got to catch the end of it. But ESPN had zero updates. Like there was you couldn't see where the ball was. It was just like if someone scored, eventually it would update and be like, oh, there's a score. But you couldn't like see stats, the stat box or anything like that. It pissed me off.
Dude, CBS Sports app. That's the best one. That's what I use. CBS.
Well, if
Sports.
I went over to Fox, it had it all there. I just didn't realize it until later on.
Gotcha.
I was like, okay, well.
I want to talk about Texas a little bit more. Texas, man, they put the hurt on Oklahoma yesterday, 34-3.
Yes.
With Quinn Ewers. Okay, Quinn Ewers, he went 20 for 29, 200 passing yards, 1 touchdown. his backfield, number 26. I don't know what his fucking name is. Is it Wisner? Wisner, the running back? Wisner? Dude's a gamer, bro. Dude, that guy is a football player. Okay.
Shout out to Cricket.
34-3. If Arch Manning were playing, that game might have been 60-3.
Oh, they didn't want to do that to
Oklahoma couldn't stop nothing, and they couldn't do nothing.
Patriot's going to be. He's probably tuning us out right now. For
is he a big? Oh, he's a Sooner. Okay, I thought he was a big Quinn Ewers guy or something.
No, he doesn't like Texas. He don't like Texas.
Well, sorry. Texas is easily the best team in the nation, and they might be a better team with Arch back there.
We'll see. I did think Ewers was going to struggle. We saw Rising come back and look terrible. Now Ewers looked better than Rising did, but it's like you take this time off and you try to come back. It's not as easy as just hopping right back in there. But we got some big games this upcoming week. You got Ohio State and BYU, which is going to be BYU. What did I saw? I retweeted something. Only BYU and Army are the only two
Oklahoma
teams.
State. You said Ohio State.
Oh, sorry, Oklahoma State. Yep.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State and BYU. Sorry. BYU and Army are the only two teams in the country that are 6-0 against the spread. By the way, shout out to your Trojans. They covered.
You're damn right they did. You're damn right. I was texting my dad. I'm like, he's like, do you have any money on this game? I'm like, I don't. But I said, if you took USC money line, you're looking really fucking good right now. He's like, yeah, that's a really good pick. And then the second half happened.
Yep. But yeah, you got Miami, Louisville, Virginia, and Clemson. But the big games, where are we at? Auburn, Missouri should be a good one. Oklahoma, South Carolina should be a good one. We got Alabama, Tennessee. Ooh, Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, Michigan, Illinois, Texas A&M. Oh, that's not going to be a good game. LSU, Arkansas is actually going to be a sneaky good game. Georgia, Texas is what everyone's going to be talking about. Game day is going to be in there and whatnot. That's in Texas. Ooh, you're going to get the McConaughey out there. He's going to be out there looking all slicked back hair, sweaty. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Utah, TCU. Yeah, it's a great slate of college football. But we're here to talk a little NFL Wise Guy Roundtable. But we had to recap. We had to recap some things, work our way into this. It does not like I have not heard back from Cricket yet. AJ is going to join us here in a few minutes too. So we'll have AJ joining us. So we'll have another person here. Loki said Full Metal Jacket Drill Sergeant said only two things come from Texas: steers and queers. That's right. You don't look like no steer. Dude, I went to a Seahawks game back in the day when I was a kid, and they were playing Houston. And this is like the first or second year that the Texans were back in the league, and or in the league or whatever. And there's some Texas guys walking around with their Houston jerseys, and everyone was yelling at them, "Steers and queers." It's just like, damn, dude, like, give them a break. You just beat them by 30. Just get like. It's like picking on the little kid, you know? I mean,
yeah,
like the little kid in class. Ugh.
Picking on the retard. Come on, don't do that. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. All right, let's get into this. My best bet of the week, which I can't remember. I got to log in and see. Did I give you? I forgot to give you it. I forgot to text you. Oh, well, you were in the middle of a hurricane, so.
Sure.
But I made a lot of the picks in here was San Francisco. I said, set it, forget it. Don't have to worry about it because I've seen this script 5 times in a row now. San Francisco, they beat the brakes off the Seahawks. And everyone
always
falls for the Seahawks every single time. And I'm telling you, San Francisco. Now, if San Francisco was like 5-0, 4-1 heading into the game, I can maybe see them slipping up here. But the fact the season was on the line, I'm like, they're not slipping up. I'm sorry.
No,
they're not going to do it. Not going to do it.
And the Seahawks, man, they're not impressive. They're not impressive at all. I mean, the fucking Giants beat them last week. Okay.
Hold on real quick. Loki says, will Robert reference Trump EV in his pick? I don't see it in Bet Online. Trump EV? Explain what that is. Trump EV. I was looking over the picks because I'm loading up on a bunch of political bets right now. This next week I'm gonna have a lot of money tied up in politics. So my sports betting account is going to be very, very low because gearing up for the next 3 weeks, but it's looking good. But yeah, I was looking at a lot of the Bet Online stuff. Everything that he put out seemed to be there. I don't know what's the EV electric vehicles. That's a good one.
Oh, maybe. There he
good
is.
morning, sir.
There he is.
What's up, boys? How y'all doing? My bad.
I figured you had a late night with that stressful OT game.
Stressful indeed. I told you, boys. I told you it's never easy when it comes to playing those Gators. So I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I made it in here. How y'all doing?
Good. We were just about to get started into the NFL stuff.
Well, let's do it, man. I'm here now.
Yeah, we're talking low key. Are we talking Trump even money? Even I don't know. Electoral college was supposed to be EC?
You talking about EV? Oh, EV
I don't
money.
know.
Any money? Okay. Either way,
I don't know. We'll see. But glad to have you guys in. By the way, I made an announcement, Cricket. You're being the most censored pharmacist on the internet. I'm endorsing Donald John Trump for president.
No shit, huh?
Yeah, I know. Comes as a surprise.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a big surprise this morning. Oh, Beardo, how you doing, brother?
I'm chilling, man. I'm doing good. I mean, heartbreaking loss yesterday for the Trojans. Looked like we had it, man, in the first half. Me and Will were talking Big Ten teams that travel 2 time zones, 1 and 9 this year within the conference. So it looked like that was USC's game to lose, and in fact, it turned out that was exactly the case. It was USC's games to lose. We didn't have our big guy on defense, Eric Gentry, yesterday, so that could have been part of the reason why Penn State was able to. He's real good. He's real good. And Zachariah Branch, who, in my opinion, he's the most talented player on our offense. He was pretty silent yesterday. So
Woody Marks had a good game.
It is what it is.
I like that guy a lot. I like
Woody Marks, yeah, and Quentin Joyner.
Yeah.
Quentin Joyner's really good too, number 0.
Yeah, bro. He broke that long run on the reverse and then had the play, the other short touchdown there later in the game. And yeah, they were dominating that first half, bro, and then just kind of let it slip away. But it's the
Blue,
NFL.
I'm telling you, the better bet. So he says if you like Trump, it's minus 130. If you go bet Trump, so Republicans to sweep, so they win the Senate, the House, and the presidency, it's plus 140. That's better value. They're already like a minus 400 to win the Senate. And then for some odd reason, the betting market doesn't think they're going to win the House. Robert's all over it, says they're going to win the House easily. So, which I agree. If Trump wins, there's going to be a lot of down ticket voting. He's probably going to win it. He's out there in these states that aren't competitive for the presidency, but for the House seat. And plus 140, man. I'd jump all over that. That's just me. But real quick, we got to talk about Rumble here for a second because we love Rumble. This sponsorship is from Rumble, one that is incredibly important for the survival of the company. When Rumble started in 2013, they built the platform for the small creator. They didn't censor or have biases. Yeah, they didn't censor pharmacists. Come on now. They were fair and treated all creators equally. No one thought platforms would censor political conversation or censor opinions on COVID or censor a pharmacist talking about a certain thing that only has 10 YouTube followers. I mean, weird. But they did. Facebook admitted they fell to the pressure of the Biden and Harris administration. Rumble did not. They held the line. They are attacked daily for giving us a voice to talk to you. They're attacked in corporate media. They're attacked in governments like France, and they're attacked from brand advertisers who refuse to work with them. Corporate America is fighting to remove speech. Rumble's fighting to keep it. Rumble won't survive with brand advertisers. They don't get much of it. Watching our show on Rumble is the most they can ask from you. But if you really believe in the fight, and if you have the means, which if you listen to some of these picks today, you're going to have the means real easily. All right. I gave you San Francisco minus 3.5. I gave you minus 3 plus 105 on Saturday. Told you 3.5 was good too. We won that with ease. One major way you can help Rumble survive is by joining Rumble Premium. Join the community that believes in the First Amendment and believes in our human right to free speech. Rumble's offering $10 off with a promo code STUDIO, that's STUDIO, when you purchase an annual subscription. Go to rumble.com/premium, use the promo code STUDIO. Like I said, if you have the means and believe in the cause, now is the time to join Rumble Premium. If you don't have the means, we're just happy that you watch us here on Rumble. Give us a follow and you smash that like button. Booyah.
Attaboy.
Booyah. All right, let's get into this, guys. I want to know.
Pull AJ in here, man.
I've got it. I've got a gem for you. As much as I loved San Francisco is my best bet. Oh,
Oh,
Well,
what's
hello,
up, boys?
sir.
There
Good
he is.
morning.
How are we doing today?
Good. You're just in time. We're about to get started with the NFL stuff.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
That's right.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Listen, as much as I loved my best bet of the week was San Francisco -3.5, I feel equally confident in my best bet this week. And I'm going to say this right now. I wish I could do this on Rumble, but they don't have like gifted subs yet. If I don't go 5-0 in my contest picks this week, I'm going to drop 25 gifted subs to the followers on YouTube. All right? That's how confident I am in my card this week.
Man.
All right?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Like I said, I wish I could do that to Rumble. But someone give me a best bet before we ease into mine.
Best bet, huh?
What we liking? Where we going on the board today?
Go ahead, Beardo. Throw one out there, man.
I'm looking.
AJ, you got one? Who you
Shit.
liking?
Okay, Beardo, I'll start you off with a good Sunday morning here. Give me the Giants plus 3.5 over the Bengals. Beardo,
What?
I watched that game with a fine-tooth comb last Sunday, and damn it, you were as spot on gets with that team. That defense doesn't look half bad. That O-line is starting to get together. Danny Dime's starting to look like himself. It does worry me having Malik Neighbors out.
Mhm.
However, I do think that the Bengals are more frauds than they are not. I'm ready to have that conversation about whether Joe Burrow is actually him or if he's been a fraud this entire time. I like the Giants plus the 3.5. I liked it a lot more earlier in the week at 5.5, but I like the 3.5. I'll sit there all day.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. Don't worry about Malik Neighbors being out, man. Wan'Dale Robinson picks up the slack for the Giants offense. Darius Slayton probably set to have a big game as well.
Ooh.
The Giants defense is taking a little bit of a hit. Kayvon Thibodeau on the IR. He had surgery on his wrist, I believe. So he's going to be out 4 to 5 weeks. He had like some bone spur fracture or something like that. So he had to get that removed. So he's going to be out for a little bit. But still, that Giants defense, Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, I love that. I like the Giants Sunday night, but this is prime time Danny Dimes. This is when he fucking crumbles.
No, Beardo, no, don't do it.
Daniel Jones, I believe I think since Daniel Jones has been in the league, he has the worst primetime record as a starting quarterback in the league since he's been a starter.
No, he's only 1-13. He's not too bad.
Exactly. But no, man, I love you fluffing up my Giants. Let's I'll take it. But since you went with that as your lock of the week, I'll go differently here. Give me
real quick before we move on.
Okay.
I wanted to add the injuries with the Giants make me nervous. I want to take the Giants because I don't know what we're going to get from the Bengals now that their season is pretty much over. Everyone's expecting the Bengals. We have 82% of the bets, 88% of the money on the Bengals here. And I was on the Giants earlier in the week, but Neighbors out again. It's too busy partying at a Travis Scott concert. And then you got the Thibodeau's out. That just made me a little nervous. But both these teams, last week, it seemed like they gave it their all. One ended up coming up on top. Like it was like we're throwing everything at this. And the Bengals came up short in overtime. So I don't know how flat they're going to come out this week. I just don't got a good feel for either of these guys. So for me, this is going to be a stay away. But Cricket, did you have anything on this game before we move on?
I'm not on the side. I'm on the over in this game tonight, but I'm not on the side.
Oh, okay. Give me the under on this. It's prime time. Come on.
I know. Everybody always goes with that, man. I think that's going to turn around a little bit later after the season. So I expect some points in this game tonight.
I like the over 2.
There we go.
I like the over 2. This is Joe Burrow, man. Joe Burrow is coming off like back-to-back, like 4 touchdown games. Okay, so he's not slowing down. Daniel Jones is going to have to pick it up. I like Daniel Jones to throw 3 touchdowns tonight as well.
Ooh. Little prize picks action there.
Daniel Jones is going to be slinging it tonight.
Let's go. Love that.
They have to.
They have to. How do you feel about over, let's say, like 210 passing yards? Because my thought is they're going to have to air the ball out. And if they get behind, Daniel Jones is going to need to be slinging it around.
Oh, Daniel Jones is hitting 300 tonight. He has to.
I like it.
He has to.
I like it.
What? 300?
Prime time.
He's going to be spreading that rock around. Okay, Daniel, dude. Okay, we're going Wandale Robinson, anytime touchdown.
Ooh.
Anytime touchdown. He's scoring tonight for sure.
Okay.
Darius Slayton scoring to Tud. And Tyrone Tracy, rookie. Dude is a fucking gamer, dude. Dude, Devin Singletary, get that fucking bum out of New York. Tyrone Tracy, dude, that rookie, dude, he's got a fucking motor on him.
Did you step outside during the hurricane? Something hit you in the head?
No, I think I was just born this way.
All right. I love it. I love the confidence. I love the bold predictions. All right. I love it. I love it. It's easy to just come out and say, "Oh, Jamar Chase touchdown." It's like, yeah, of course. Probably. That's going to be like the most bet thing in the game.
Right. Yeah.
No, I like it. I like it, Beardo.
I'll tell you my Prize Picks lock of the week.
Ooh,
this is my prop. Same as every week. Dak Prescott, anytime interception. He's always due. He's always due.
Good morning, Jennifer Miller. How you doing? Ty Johnson says, I need to pick help here, guys. One of these three: Lamar, 25 plus rush yards. Yes. Daniels, 25 plus rush yards. Yes. Or Henry, 50 plus rush yards.
How about also Daniel Jones, 25 plus
yes.
rush yards?
Yeah, I like dimes for that.
Yeah.
I think all those
Lamar.
I think those are all hitting, but I would go with Lamar.
I like all three of them too, Ty. I think both those ones you hit came in yesterday. We told you could take both those. Well, I saw where Maffa had 118 rushing yards or something like that. So, yeah, I think you can take all three of those, Ty. I think all three of those are hidden.
Yep. All right, Beardo, hit us with your best bet. What game we going to next?
Buccaneers Saints, Tampa Bay favored by 3.5. I'm going to lay the points with Tampa Bay.
Booyah.
Boom.
Booyah. Said it like a champ. Lay it on us. Why is that?
Listen, they're coming off a tough loss. I believe their last game was that overtime loss against the Falcons just last Thursday. So, wait, right?
Yep,
last Thursday.
You're right.
Yep. Last Thursday. So they've essentially got a bye week going into this. I think the Saints are pretenders. Also, Derek Carr is out. You got the rookie Spencer Rattler starting for the Saints this week. I am not at all impressed with Spencer Rattler. I don't know how the fuck he is a starter in this league at all. I know it's due to injury, but dude should be fucking packing groceries at the fucking local Winn-Dixie, okay? Spencer Rattler's a fucking bum. And I think Baker Mayfield gets his offense back together. And I think that they easily handle the Saints in New Orleans today.
I won't say it scares me, man. We wound up playing pretty well up there last year. We normally play pretty bad in New Orleans. But, yeah, with the fact that Rattler's going to be running the show today, I feel a little bit better about it.
Yeah.
That line flip all the way around. It was Saints minus 2.5 before they knew the car. News came out there. So it's flipped all the way around, moved 5 points there. Yeah, I think the Buccaneers should handle business today. Should be a good bounce back spot after losing that tough one up in Atlanta in OT there. We had pretty much had that game won. Should have been able to salt that thing away there too. So I expect a bounce back spot from the Bucs today, especially with a backup quarterback against them.
I was nervous all week about this pick because I wanted to take the Buccaneers, but I get scared of them going to New Orleans and whatnot and being on the other side of 3. But then this happened last night, and you want to talk about Prize Picks. Baker Mayfield, 5+ TDs. Did you see this?
Oh
no.
no.
Mayfield jersey.
Oh no.
Baker Mayfield over everything today.
Oh man.
Over, right?
Oh, dude.
Wow.
Baker, I'd feel like such a gangster.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I hadn't been here in how many years now? Y'all still got to throw shade at me.
I'm just saying, man, how do you not bet over on everything of Baker today?
I think so too, bro. 5+ TDs. I like it.
I saw that and I go,
oh man.
Uh-oh. You don't do that. I mean, so I do like him. I do like him today.
I think he's gonna have a big day too, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was on the Bucks minus 3.5 going into this. I'm taking an alternate line now at a 13.5 and gonna catch some plus money here. Yeah. Baker's about to absolutely go off. And Cricket, I don't know about you, but I feel like when Spencer Rattler was in college, every single game was, this is gonna be the game we see how good he is. This is gonna be when he gets to this next level. And then he never got to that next level. I do think we've seen the best football Spencer Rattler played. I think that was about 3 years ago. And hey, congratulations. He's about about to live every little kid's dream. And hey, hold on to that feeling while you can, because it ain't going to last long. Welcome to the NFL, kid. I also got Bucky Irving in my fantasy league this week, so need him to absolutely go bananas. Give me him for 2+ touchdowns. And then, Buccaneers every single which way on Sunday. Let's go, boys.
The only thing that scares me a little bit is Spencer Rattler did have his greatest game in football ever against my Vols a couple years ago.
That's right.
So he does play pretty well against my team, so I am a little scared there, but it's the NFL. I don't think he's going to have near as much success today.
No.
You got to feel good with Baker there, giving a little,
in Baker, we trust, man.
You got sharp money and big money on the Bucks minus 3.5, 68% of the bets, 82% of the money back in the Buccaneers today. But an Action Network expert, there we go, now I can talk, is on the Saints. I do know Robert likes Saints as a sneaky pick today too, so beware.
It'd be gross, man. It'd be gross, but it wouldn't blow my mind either.
No. I was nervous until like I said, I saw that that flag plant on his jersey, and I go, oh, Baker saw that.
Baker's going off today, bro.
He going off. They're going to win this one for the people back in Tampa after the hurricane. Everything's lining up for them,
I'm just saying, man.
How crazy is it too that they go to New Orleans after their city gets hit with a big hurricane,
You go to New Orleans to escape your hurricane? That sounds weird, don't it? I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, if any city knows about hurricanes,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's
back-to-back hurricanes, man. Tampa got fucked up twice in 2 weeks.
I'm telling you, it was still screwed up down there last week before this second one hit, so I'm sure it's a bad deal now.
Mm-hmm.
That's the damn government, man. They're controlling the weather.
Blue will tell you.
Hey,
Blue's in on it. We got our guy.
Do not get me started on that conspiracy, man. Don't get me started. I'm bought in.
Okay.
I'm bought in.
He's like, I lived it. I went through it.
Yeah.
Survivor. Let's go.
I want to make that a t-shirt. I survived Milton.
I survived Milton. I did.
You did, sir.
I did.
Oh, man. Okay, here's my best bet of the week. Get ready, because you guys know I don't like taking this team all that often.
Uh-oh.
My best bet of the week is going to be the Patriots +7.
No fucking way.
Dude.
Yes, the Patriots +7. Let me just break this down for you. I'm going to start with the strongest piece of evidence I have, or my strongest argument, and then I'll break down the rest of the stuff. New England is 1-4 against the spread this season. Since 2000, teams who are below 500 ATS, they're playing a team that's better than them, a team with a winning record. So you're below 500 ATS. You're not making people money. You're being a huge disappointment. You're playing a team that is clearly better than you and has a winning record. And you're greater than a 3-point underdog. So you're expected to get beat pretty good. Those teams are 51-17 ATS.
Whoa.
In this spot. It applies to two teams this week, the Patriots and the Panthers.
Let's take them both.
So we got CJ Stroud. He's great. Love CJ, but he's kind of having a little bit of sophomore slump, and you can't really blame him after, NFL has the tape on him for a year. He's lost like half his guys, right? Nico Collins is out. That's a big deal to me. Nico Collins being out, the guy that is leading the league in receiving, he's out. Mixon's going to be out again. They already don't have a run game. Now they have, Mixon not coming back. When he's in there, you can tell that it just opens up that offense. So this is going to be a pretty ugly game on both sides of the ball. We have the Patriots defense that's playing pretty damn well, playing respectable, right? They don't look like a terrible defense out there. Gerard Mayo's got this team coached up well. You've got, especially at home, they play well at home. You got Christian Gonzalez. So Houston doesn't have their number one wide receiver. So now it's down to, Diggs and Tank Dell. Tank Dell still doesn't look like he's right coming back from injury. Maybe this is where he steps up, but I don't know. We haven't seen it yet. It doesn't matter because whoever is going to be the receiver that steps up, you got Christian Gonzalez on you. That dude, probably already top 3 cornerback in the league. He shut down every single person he's been on. He shut down Tyreek. It doesn't matter if you're fast, if you're big, don't matter. Christian Gonzalez is going to shut you down. That's what he does. So I got a Houston team who on offense, I don't think is going to be able to just make those big plays. We seen at home, they make those just bombs down the field to Collins and whatnot. Hell, that's how he got hurt last week, was that bomb down the field to Collins. So I think it's going to be ugly. They're going to have to dink and dunk their way down the field. They're not going to be able to run the ball. Now, tight ends, I like Schultz. Speaking of price week, I do like Schultz for Houston because the Patriots are weak against tight ends, and I think they're going to need them today. So maybe we would look that way. But this isn't going to. You're not going to get big explosive plays from the Texans in this game. And I mean, the best bet in this game is probably just the under. But Houston, I think they're going to struggle offensively. Meanwhile, what does Houston have on defense? They have one of the best pass rushes in the league, top 5 pass rusher. Going up against the Patriots offensive line, that is terrible. I think that's what people are focusing on against these Patriots. But this is where you insert Drake May. This man, yes, he's a rookie making his first start. That makes me a little bit nervous. But what does he have that Brissett doesn't? He's got legs. He's able to move. So if you got a busted O-line, at least you got a quarterback back there that can scramble around and make some plays and pick up some yards with his feet. I think that's going to be key to this one. I'm not saying he's going to blow the doors off and throw 4 touchdowns or anything. I think he's going to do enough to keep this game ugly. And I don't think Mayo would have picked this game for May to start unless they had a game plan and they had some confidence. Because why would you throw your young QB to the Wolves like that, right? You wouldn't do that unless you were confident that it wasn't going to be a complete shit show.
So what you're telling me is take Houston -6.5.
No, I'm telling you,
that's exactly what I just heard.
I'm telling you, I think the Patriots win outright. I think they're going to win outright today. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be low scoring. I love the Patriots with the points. Take the Patriots, parlay it with the points, parlay it with the under. Tease it. I've already teased it every which way. The under in this one. There's not going to be a lot of scoring in this game. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be gross. You're not even going to see it on Red Zone that much. That's how bad it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fundamentally disagree with almost everything that you just said. I'm sorry, Will. You're my boy. Okay. You're my boy.
That's okay.
And I'll tell you why Mayo is putting Drake May in this position today is because Gerard Mayo, he's a fucking idiot. He is a fucking idiot to put your rookie quarterback, the future of your franchise, throwing him into the Wolves like this. What an inexperienced coaching staff to do to this poor young kid. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. I hate that the Patriots are doing this to Drake May. You're going to ruin the kid. You can't do this to him. You can't do it to him. The offensive line is trash. The offense is abysmal. It's anemic. They couldn't get anything going with Brissett, and he's a fucking veteran, okay? He's decorated, okay? He's been on good teams. He's been on shit teams. You ain't going to get more production out of Drake May than you would have with Jacoby Brissett. I think this is a horrible, inexperienced coaching staff making a very piss-poor decision to throw Drake May into this situation, and I think it's going to backfire for the Patriots.
We're going to look back on this day and say, this is the day that Drake May's NFL Hall of Fame career started. That's what's happening tonight, boys.
Also, I'm not entirely sold on Drake May.
Well, we're going to find out today.
I didn't like him in college. He's Mitch Trubisky. Drake May is Mitch Trubisky.
Whoa. Let me give you a couple more stats real quick before we continue to shit on my Patriots. I mean, I don't mind those shit on my Patriots. They suck. I hate them. Texans and Dolphins got their first cover of the season last week. Teams after losing at least 4 straight games, ATS in a row, who break the streak are just 24-37 straight up in their next game, including 13-25 straight up on the road. That's straight up. That's not ATS. That's straight up. That is crazy. Since 2000, the Patriots have closed +6 or higher at home 7 times, and New England is 5-1-1 ATS. When Stroud faces a defense allowing 21 points per game or less, which is the Patriots, he's 1-5 ATS in his last 6 starts, with his one win being last week against the Bills.
Yeah, no. Texans minus the 6.5, 7, whichever which way they're going to give it to me. I'll take it from the book. I'm not with the inexperience. I'm not going to rip apart Gerard Mayo yet. I do think he's been a serviceable head coach, stepping in from Bill Belichick. Do think he's more transitional than anything because it's hard to follow Belichick, but we'll get to that point. That's a later conversation. The NFL owners have been getting a little bit more involved recently, and so I wouldn't be surprised if this is a higher up kind of like, hey, let's get this kid in there. Let's see what he can do. Because I had him slated to start next week against Jacksonville. I thought that would have been a better, welcome to the NFL for Drake May. But hey,
not over in London, though. Not over in London. Rookie quarterback has won in London, by the way. ever.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But streaks are meant to be broken. And so I would have rather seen him against a Jacksonville team than a Texans team. And now then he's got to go across the pond to face Jacksonville. This is going to blow his confidence. He's going to start seeing ghost really early because of this. Because of that O-line. Yeah, no, give me. This is a gross game. Give me the Texans though.
Go Patriots, Will.
Thank you, Cricket. Thank you.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Right.
It does feel like a weird
I love it when everyone's against me though, especially when I have to pick my own team. You know, I hate taking the Patriots.
I know.
Cricket,
That's why I like
hate
you.
taking
Never
them.
take these bums.
No.
Yo.
Let alone my best bet of the week or of the day, I guess.
Like I said, Texas didn't look great on offense either, man.
No.
Now you lose your best receiver. Feels like
I said, if you're going to bet this game, bet the under. All right, just bet.
Yeah, that's probably a better bet.
That's a better bet. Real quick. Speaking of how terrible my Patriots are, we got to talk about, and speaking of the government controlling weather, we got to talk about 5G free real quick. I got to let you guys know about this. I want to talk about things that people are afraid to say out loud. Who's in control of America's nukes? It's not Biden. Meanwhile, we have Russian ships off the coast of Florida and full-blown wars in Ukraine and Israel. And we got hurricanes hitting the great state of Florida. What's going on? The world is at its most unstable point since World War II. And with nuclear weapons, the stakes are 10 times higher. How do people like you and I stay safe? Coors Light. No, every prepper needs to have the RadioGuard ACE, the only FDA-approved drug to treat radioactive fallout. Only the feds had it until now. That's why Rumble partnered with 5G Free, the only company in the world that has a supply of the RadioGuard ACE and the ability to prescribe it to you prophylactically. I love that they space it out to help people pronounce that word. I'm like, hey, I know that word. You don't need to help me there. Thank you. That's what I do for my job. Get the radiation emergency kit with RadioGuard ACE, potassium iodide, Zofran, and a Geiger counter. There's simply no other tool in your arsenal to protect against a radioactive threat. Go to 5gfree.com. That's 5gfree.com. Use the code STUDIO, STUDIO, to save 15% and get your radiation kit now. You want to be prepared, man. We got an election coming up. We don't know what's going to happen. I can guarantee you this: weird, crazy things are going to happen. All right. It's just, sorry, hate to be a Debbie Downer, but something weird. There's going to be some tension. You want to be prepared. So you go to 5gfree.com, use promo code STUDIO, and I accidentally just clicked out of that, but we're good. We're good. Booyah. 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 What just happened there? Huh. Anyways, who's got another best bet?
StreamYard. Just blame it on StreamYard.
It wasn't them. I actually bumped my mouse, my fat wrist.
I like the Ravens today, man.
Fault. The Ravens. Here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, Ravens are my survivor pick of the week.
Let's go. Love that. I feel like this line's too high, man. As good as the Redskins have been playing, they've looked great for weeks now. I don't feel like this line should be that high. They've had all these comparisons with Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson all week long. I think Lamar's going to be fed up with it, man. I think Lamar's going to come out and show out today. He is
that is one thing that caught my eye too, because if you would think about it, AJ, you know this is checking the lines and stuff, and some things just don't feel right. As much as the Commanders have improved as a team this season, and much as they're a public darling, the fact that they set this line at 6.5 and haven't budged off of it, and it's even come to 7, as good as the Commanders' records are, and as well as they played, they should not be this big of a dog on the road. And the fact that books aren't afraid of it should tell you, oh, the Ravens are the right side.
You can read it that way. I'm reading it the other way, where the book is trying to get, their book is, as you mentioned, public darlings and everything like that, but we're not seeing the money go that way. We're not seeing the bets go that way. And the book is doing their damnedest. They think holding it at 6.5 is going to give guys like me looking at this line like, hey, they're keeping the line at 6, even though the Ravens got all that money on them. Why is the line not moving? I'm taking it as the book is very confident in that number, and they don't want to move off that 6.5 because then the Commanders bettors are going to come in. I think this game, like you mentioned, Will, is going to be a close one. I think it's going to be within 3 points. The line is a little bit of a head scratcher, and I'm okay. I'm okay with catching the book with their pants downs when you can. I love the Commanders plus the 6.5 here. I don't think they win the game. I do think the Ravens win this one outright at home, but it's going to be, I think it's a little bit of a look-ahead game. I think it's a little bit of a look-ahead game for the Ravens. I think they might be walking in strutting their stuff. Derrick Henry's like, yeah, I'm about to run over all these little boys and everything. But nah, I think it's going to be a rough day in the office for the Ravens. They're really going to have to fight for this one. And give me Jaden Daniels anytime touchdown as well. That seems to just print money.
Lamar is 21-2 straight up against NFC teams in his career.
He's what now?
That good? Damn.
21-2 straight up against NFC teams. Another reason why I got him as my survivor pick today.
Love that.
He's going to be 21-3 after today. Give me the fucking Redskins money line outright.
Okay, let's
dude,
go. Okay.
The Redskins, if the Redskins and the Vikings have told me anything this season, do not fucking bet against them. Don't bet against them. And they haven't given me a reason not to. Give me the Redskins, dude. The Ravens, I'm not at all impressed with the Ravens, man.
Okay.
I'm just not.
Real quick, AJ, before you go heavy on the Redskins today.
Yeah.
Just let you know. This.
What is that?
This is the hard drive that's got the NFL script on it for the whole
Oh,
season.
yeah.
I can't tell you what's going to happen unless the chat asks the right questions, but I'm going to give you a warning. Be careful on that pick today, okay?
Hey, I'll be careful. I'll be careful with a couple units on that.
There was a dude with a bag of magic beans gave that to him.
Yep, in the middle of Idaho. The Ravens' rush defense has been the best in the NFL this season. Baltimore's allowing only 3.05 yards per rush, fewest in the NFL, and they are third in rush defense and EPA per play and first in rush success rate. Ravens run the ball well, too. The Ravens were the first NFL team in league history to outrush opponents by 100 or more yards in each of their first 4 games. Oh, by the way, they've done it 5 games in a row now. Yeah.
Want to know something filthy? Here's a filthy one for you. Just to, I don't know, just to tickle you a little bit in the right way.
All right.
Austin Eckler kick return touchdown today.
Ooh. I don't think you can. Most places you can only bet will there be a special teams touchdown. Not
well, there's gonna be one. Austin Eckler, dude. That dude, he's making a career in Washington on special teams.
I love these bold picks or bold predictions because if one of these end up actually hitting, right? Then I can get to go back and clip it out and piece them together. So I love it. Keep the bold predictions coming, boys. I love it. I love it. So do you guys both want that as a contest pick or no?
I want the Ravens.
I know you do.
Okay.
I'll take Commanders.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'll lay off this one. Maybe I'll change my mind.
AJ, which one of these do you want me to swap out? I just snagged a bunch of lines plus money lines at the beginning of the week.
Yeah, get those bum ass Panthers out of there, please.
Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
And then if you could also take the Jets out and put the Eagles in.
Gotcha. Will do. I'll just flip the Browns and the Eagles.
Oh, yeah, perfect. I forgot the Browns were up there.
You got an extra point of value right now. It's 8.5. You got it at 9.5.
No, I don't care. Eagles are all the way back. Devontae Smith, AJ Brown. This offense might start to look like an offense again. I don't think over
Let's
the
just
season
jump to that game
really
next.
matter.
Here you go.
Sorry.
You're
Didn't
good.
get ahead.
Go.
But yeah, I mean, the Eagles getting everybody back on the offensive side. I think that defense is still going to struggle a little bit. But however, they're going to be against the Browns, and the Browns offense has, man, there's so many different ways I want to go. My brain can't pick away with how bad they've been. This is a bad team. This is a bad football team with a quarterback that's checked out, a coach that's checked out because he's not going to get fired for a shit decision the ownership and GM made. They're not going to trade him. He wants out, but they're not going to trade him because they can't trade him. Give me the Eagles minus everything, every single which way. I hate that the public's all the way over it, but you don't see an injury report go from a long book to a pamphlet like that with big names coming back. So I like the Eagles in a big comeback game for these guys.
Okay. Anyone else got a take on this game?
I don't know what to do in this one.
This is such an ugly game.
Mm-hmm.
Ugly game. The Eagles are not impressive at all. The Browns are abysmal. Deshaun Watson doesn't want to play. He's a fucking bum. He's a fucking bum. Dude, as Cricket would say, he is not a football player. He's not.
I agree, Beardo.
But I still like the Browns to cover. I believe it's either this week or next week. Nick Chubb's back. I think he's back today.
Next week.
Okay, next week. I still like the Browns to cover for some reason. It's just a funny feeling, man. It's a gut feeling.
NFL's weird too, man.
NFL's weird, bro.
It's one of those things. Yeah, there's no reason the Browns should be able to be in this game. They'll probably win the damn thing straight up.
Yeah, this
the
is
way
like
the NFL goes, bro. It's gross.
This is like a 17-10, and the Browns just barely cover.
I'm on the Browns, in this one. They're not one of my contest picks, but personally I'm on them. I have them actually teased up to 15.5. I found my experience in the NFL, those ugly picks that no one wants to take are the ones that you got to take.
Yep.
And this is just too many points. As bad as the Browns will look, and trust me, I know they're awful. I've been on the Browns, been burned by the Browns this season. As bad as they've looked, this line has moved way too high. This should not be up. When I got it, it was 9.5. That's just, as you can tell, the market's come back on them. Some people have bought in. 9.5 is just too many points in the NFL, as bad as the Browns have looked. If anything, I do like, and I'm rooting it on because I'm still alive in my survivor pool, and the Eagles are the number 1 pick team. I am rooting so hard for the Browns to find a way to win this game. I don't know how they do it, but if they do, I'm going to be so happy. But I just got a weird feeling about the Browns keeping this one ugly and close. And Beardo,
I agree.
Beardo said it too. The Eagles have not been impressive yet this year. Maybe they get everyone back now. They're going to flip the switch. I don't know. But
is everybody back?
That's a lot of points.
AJ Brown's back.
AJ Brown,
back,
Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley's still healthy. Jalen Hurts is still healthy. I mean, guys, like.
What about Lane Johnson?
Lane Johnson, I believe, is still out. Let me double check.
Yeah,
that's a big deal too.
That is a big deal.
Yeah, if he doesn't play, I love the Browns even more. But I thought I saw he might be coming back, but we'll see.
Yeah, sorry, Lane Johnson to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got everyone back. Say good morning.
Okay.
Good morning, bro. Living his best life, man.
He gets to hang out with Dad today. He always asks me, he goes, "Do you go to work?" And I go, "Not today.
Not today, bro. That's big time. Let's
hang out
go.
with Dad. We're gonna watch football, aren't we?" Yeah.
Hell yeah. Go
He said, "I'll probably
Giants.
play on the iPad, but you can watch football, Dad."
We watched Shrek last night. It was fun.
Nice.
All the kids were in bed. He was the only one that got to stay up late with Dad. We cuddled up on the couch, watch a little Shrek.
Little Shrek. You got to show him Blazing Saddles next.
Dude,
Yeah.
That's a good one. Let's go. Hey, Patriot wants to see his picks, man.
Patriots picks. Here we go, Patriot. By the way, we'll go at the end of this. We'll go through and I'll clean up your guys' stuff. Like I said, during the week, I just try to snag lines and stuff like that. I don't know who you guys are going to take, but I try to snag stuff where I think it might move. But look at Patriots already got a winner this week. Let's go. Patriots got the Jags, which is about to kick off. By the way, if anyone wants a Jags, let me know now so we can snag it. I think it's
yeah. Give me.
You want the Jags?
Yeah, fuck it. Give me the Jags, man.
Okay, hold on, Bubba. What do you want me to swap out?
Swap out the Patriots, yeah. And I also want the Giants in there, I think, too.
Let's go.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Jags. Oh, the Jags are -1 now. Man, that's crazy. That line. Let's go. They were going to be my sneaky survivor pick, but I was like, I can't pass on the Ravens this week. I like them too much.
Who else do I have?
So right now you got the Detroit. I'll get the Browns out of there. I know you don't like that.
I know I did like it.
Oh, you do? Okay. It's 9.5.
Like
point of value there. You got the
with everything there, yeah. To be honest, take out the Browns. Fuck, man. Because
you got time. You got time to think of. You got time to think about.
I think the Browns are going to cover.
We're going to do it at the end of the. We'll do this at the end of the stream. We'll clean up our stuff here. But Patriot, you've got the Jags. AJ, did you want the Jags, by the way?
No, God, no.
Okay. Did you want the Bears?
No, I'm taking the Bears, but I don't want any action of that in the picks.
Fair enough. So Patriots got the Jags, the Bills, the Packers, and the Texans. Gross.
Gross. Well, he is the Cowboys.
Jay Miller, God hates the Jags. You're not wrong, sir. You're not wrong. So Patriot, let me know if you want me to swap any of those out. Okay. Anyone got another? Let's see. What game do I want to go to next? Let's just go to this one. One of the bigger games of the week. Have you guys noticed like the well, I guess it's 1 p.m. my time. The 4 p.m. games for you guys. Well, I guess not AJ, but the 4 p.m. games, they seem to be like the primetime games this year. Like they're even bigger than like the Sunday night game most weeks. Like,
oh yeah,
those are some of the best. Like, I mean, last week, every that slot, the afternoon games, that slot, every team had a defensive touchdown. It was crazy.
That was insane.
That was wild. I want to go to one of those games though. I want to go to the Lions and the Cowboys. I'm on the Lions in this one. I'm laying the 3. Here's the deal. I understand all these things about why people are taking the Cowboys and why they're taking the points with the Cowboys at home. The Cowboys have looked terrible at home this year, by the way. I cannot fathom. I'm not as much as I follow the NFL, I'm not going to say I'm an expert at the X's and O's of things, but I just don't know how, coming off a bye, the Lions haven't practiced all week just running the ball up the gut, because the Lions, their biggest strength is that offensive line, and they can dictate this game. They can bully this Cowboys team and push them around. And the Cowboys, I can't overlook the past of how many defensive players are out for them, and they keep dropping like flies. Even with those guys in there, they were not good at stopping the run up the middle. Now you're going to give me the best offensive line in the league, a team. Oh, by the way, I just saw this too for Prize Picks. We got to make this a pick. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Where is it?
Dak Prescott, anytime interception.
We're going to do that, yes. But
Okay.
we also got what's his name? Didn't Montgomery just get paid? Montgomery just got paid.
I was just going to say that. I didn't want to interrupt you. Huge day for Montgomery today because he just got paid.
You coming off a bye right before a big game, you pay your running back a little extra money that you didn't need to do. You know what that tells me? That tells me the boy's going to have himself a day. All right, he's going to say, "Hey, thank you, Lions. Let me go earn this money real quick for you."
Still appreciate it.
Montgomery anytime touchdown, yes. Montgomery over yards, yes. I already liked it before that happened. Like I said, this Dallas defense is not good at stopping the run. The Lions are going to bully the Cowboys defense. I'm sorry, Patriot. They're going to do it. You know this is their weakness. Now, maybe that's not their game plan. And if the Lions, if they don't stick to a run game plan, I don't know what they're doing. Dan Campbell should be fired. All right, because that's that egregious. Like that.
Oof.
That is how you should attack this team. Now, could the Cowboys answer back offensively, and this could just be a shootout? Absolutely. No. But I'll take the Lions all day. Oh, by the way, Aiden Hutchinson leading the league in sacks. I think he has like 6.5 sacks. Good luck, Dak. Good luck. You're going to have yourself a day trying to avoid Aiden Hutchinson down your throat. So give me the Lions. I'll lay the 3 on the road here. I hate laying points with teams on the road usually, but Lions coming off a bye. They've had 2 weeks of prep for this game. Cowboys have not looked that great this season. Who's with me?
Oh, I'm with you. I like the under on this game though. 52.5. That's a lot of points, man, for this Cowboys team. I like the under in this game. Micah Parsons still out?
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Lions all fucking day. I'm laying the points with the Lions. This is going to be a fucking brutal game, man. The Cowboys are fucking horrible. Their defense, worst defense in the league. Dak Prescott, dude. CeeDee Lamb is pissed at him. I hate the fucking Cowboys. I can't stand the fucking Cowboys. And I really like the Lions, man. The Lions were my NFC Super Bowl pick to begin the season. I'm not going to jump off that bandwagon just yet. I like the Lions to lay the points here. I think this could get brutal, bro. I think that this game could very quickly get away from the Cowboys.
What are you thinking of this thing, AJ?
Yeah, no, the Cowboys suck. I was waiting for this to happen a little bit more towards the end of the season. I thought they were going to fall off after about week 12, week 13, but hey, we're getting the season started early. I love it. And I'm also loving the fact that I'm going to get sad Dallas Cowboys fans at home like two times before the season really even's been starting. I'm all over it. I'm all over it. Give me the Lions just making Cowboys fans miserable. And then the Lakers start playing in a couple of weeks here. God, it's got to suck to be a Lakers and Cowboys fan right now. Give me the Lions. Give me, as you said, Montgomery for a touchdown. Give me Gibbs for a touchdown. And if I can find it somewhere, I think Aiden Hutchinson with a scoop and score more than likely. I think he is going to just make Dak's life a living hell. And Dak is going to be thinking, I can't even go home. I can't even go home now because I just tore my house down. I got to go back to the fucking hotel. I mean, the guy's having a rough time right now. Just got paid, but it's not turning out well for him right now.
Also, Dallas 0-2 at home this year. This game is in Dallas. Give me the fucking Lions.
Let's go, baby.
Go Cowboys.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, cricket.
Wow, Crick.
It's gross, man. It's just gross. It's so gross. They got all these players hurt and all this stuff. Every time I think one of these is just money on the floor like this in the NFL, something crazy happens. It wouldn't blow my mind. Flip the Cowboys around, take a -2.5. Get you some plus money.
All right, question for the group, though, real quick. Let's run this out, that the Cowboys get absolutely demolished today. All right, I'm talking like 40-0, 40-7, something like that. Mike McCarthy getting fired now, or do you think Jerry Jones is just going to wait till the end of the season at this point?
End of the season.
He deserves that. He deserves to have it through the end of the season, but I never know what Jerry Jones' dumbass is going to do, man. I'm telling you. Cowboys are never winning a championship as long as that guy's alive.
No.
Yep.
I don't know why they haven't called up the Jets and said, "Hey, give us Hassan Reddick. We'll take him off your hands and we'll pay that man because we need to beef up this defensive line."
Well, according to Jerry Jones, they got no money.
They got no money except for they just restructured stuff, and they have like I think $25 million in cap space now.
And also they just did the evaluations for the franchises, and their franchise is only worth $10 billion.
That's it.
That's it. Piece of
That's
shit.
it. That's it.
I really thought honestly, I thought the Cowboys would be more in the 12-15 range.
Right? It seems like it would be.
That seems a little
they're
low.
the most. They're worth the most of anybody
absolutely.
else. So it's like, come on, Jerry, you ain't got no money, you piece.
Jerry Jones is the second worst owner in the NFL, and that's
the worst
second
human.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Behind like Hitler or something. Probably
Who's the first?
one.
Who's the first?
The first.
The first worst owner in the league.
Yeah,
Carolina.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, Tepper's fucking terrible.
I was gonna put Robert Kraft up there too.
It's close with the Browns owners too, man. There's some real bad owners in the NFL.
The Browns owners are tough. And shit, throw the Cardinals owner in there too. He's kind of a bum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bidwell sucks.
Since we're throwing shade around here, let's get them all in there. Make sure to let them all know how bad they suck.
Can we think of an owner we like?
I like the Packers owner. Owners, I guess I should say.
I do like
they don't have an owner.
Exactly. That's pretty damn good.
But that's because they
killing
sold
it.
like half the franchise to like the fans and stuff. And they all own like 0.0001% and stuff. That's probably the only reason that one works out.
I like the Rooneys in Pittsburgh and the Maras in New York. Those are OGs, man. Those families have been the owners of those franchises since the NFL was born.
I like Irsay. Irsay's kind of a weird dude, but I like Irsay.
Yeah, Jim Irsay's cool. I like Jim Irsay. He likes to drink and drive, so that
he does like to drink and drive.
He does love that shit.
And he likes to fly whales.
That's right. That's right.
Fly whales across the country, and we're not going to pay our running back, but we're going to spend $20,000 to fly this whale to the ocean.
Yeah,
dude, that whale is a fucking hero, though.
R.I.P.
Or it was probably more than $20,000. I can't remember how much it was.
Some people got more money than they got sense, man.
That's true.
For sure.
We're just going to go down the line now and see the games that we haven't talked about yet. And you can just throw me because I got another gross pick in here. This is the week of gross picks for me. It's nasty. But let's get to this Colts Titans game. This line is flipped all the way. It was Colts minus 2.5. Now it's or I guess Colts were favored. I think they were 2.5 at one point, but now it's Titans minus 2.5, and that's because no one is starting for the Colts. Pittman's out.
Joe Flacco is.
Yeah, speaking of Irsay. Yeah, no. I think it's I think
back.
Flacco's
Richardson's back.
Oh, he is back. Oh,
Richardson's back. Oh
Yeah,
no,
With
that's
no
why
Jonathan
the Titans are
Taylor,
favored.
no Pittman, no weapons. What are they going to do here? The only thing that they have a hope for is the fact that the Titans are going to start with Levis now.
All right,
So-
DeAndre Hopkins, anytime touchdown.
Ooh, okay.
I'll tell you.
Do you guys have a pick in this game, or are we just going to say this is ugly?
No,
and we're gonna
here's
stay
the
away?
pick. Don't watch it. It's
I
gonna be.
think I'd be picking the
gross.
Titans with this jersey on, but
You
no,
would
I'm
think you would, man. No, that's the Oilers.
not. That's the Oilers. That's right.
I gotta say, I was on the Colts earlier this week, and I'm not wavering off that pick. I still think, even with all the injuries and everything, you do not know what's good. Oh, am I out? Am I muted? What?
No.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, my bad.
Oh, I
Go
beat
ahead.
my chest, like,
beating your
let's
chest.
go.
I thought you were saying I was cut. Never mind. No, I think the Colts, even with all the injuries, I still think they are a more competent team overall than the Titans right now. And the fact of the matter is, when the ball is in Will Levis's hand, nobody knows where that ball is going. He doesn't even know where that ball is going or anything like that. So just too many question marks. And DeAndre Hopkins, like, he'll play ball, but he looks a little bit tired. I think he's going to be a trade. They're going to be shopping before the deadline. Give me the Colts here on the money line if I'm catching plus odds, but 2.5, I mean, you might as well take that too.
This is going to be one of those weird games in the NFL where it's like, oh, God, they've got everyone out. No one wants to bet this team. And then that team finds a way to win. Like, the NFL is just so weird. Like,
Can we
that.
bet no offensive touchdown in this game?
I don't
could.
hate that.
We could.
That might be.
do
That
not
might be
hate that.
playable.
But we
Field
were,
goal fest.
but we started this conversation off talking about Jim Irsay and his whale, his pet whale. Jim Irsay, I got something for you.
Okay.
You need to go check out Positive, all right? If you have a dog or a whale, we've all been there. Our
Or
pup
a
goes
whale.
from full of energy
Or
to
a whale.
sick and miserable in an instant, and at the worst times. Then we're calling vets in the middle of the night, or trying to fly a whale out to the ocean, or on weekends trying to find a clinic that will take in. It's a terrible way to manage your dog's health, not to mention your stress levels and your monthly budget. That's why people are getting the Pet Emergency Kit from Positive. It contains critical medications and supplies that can not only keep you out of the veterinary office, but may even save your dog's life. Their kits contain critical medications like activated charcoal, styptic powder, and more. It might save your dog's life. Head over to positive.com. That's PAWSITIVE.com and use the promo code STUDIO, STUDIO. You get you 15% off your pet emergency kit. You do not want to be unprepared. You do not, ladies and gentlemen, want to be that person on the weekend or hell on a Sunday when you're geared up, ready to watch all these NFL football games and your dog's throwing up and sick and you got to go try to find a vet clinic that's open. No, you want to have this emergency kit ready so you can throw them some Zofran, tell them to go lay down like a good boy, and you can continue to watch the red zone. So go over to positive.com, use promo code STUDIO to get yourself 15% off.
Pause for positive.
Pause for positive. Booyah. Or a whale.
Or a whale.
Okay, AJ, tell me about this one. I'm excited about that. I keep going back and forth on this game. Everything tells me that the Cardinals here are going to lose this game. Packers minus 5.5 right now. Opened up 4.5. Now they're minus 5.5. Here's what you got going against the Cardinals. Huge win last week, right? Huge win, comeback win against the 49ers. Now you're on your road game. In the NFL, it used to be if you were back-to-back road games, that back-to-back actually used to be pretty profitable. Now, for some odd reason, when teams play back-to-back road games and that second game is in Lambeau, those teams are covering at like only a 38% rate. I don't know what it is about that second game being in Lambeau, but you got that going against them. You got going against them the fact that teams who were down 10 points or more in the fourth quarter end up coming back to win outright, right? You were supposed to lose and you got it. You come out so flat the next week, you're also covering at like a 33% rate the following game. So everything is going against the Cardinals here. It's going to be ugly. We had boots on the ground. We had producer Chris tell us yesterday. He came in and says it's going to be ugly up there. Man, I think we look at Josh Jacobs for prize picks today for the Packers. But I think the Packers are going to win this one. They got a pretty solid defense. They're going to be home. Cardinals, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to play on that grass field. AJ, tell me what you think about this game.
This is a crap game. This line stinks to high hell. I've hated the 5. I hated the 5.5, and I hate everything about this game. Yes, it was a big win last week. It was a big win off of a last-second interception. And let's be real. I mean, 49ers driving, even with all those injuries, you never know what's really going to happen. And the 49ers defense was absolutely decimated last week. And so, unlike most Cardinals fans, I'm not putting a hell of a lot of stock into that win last week. It's nice to see the Cardinals win. I was excited to see them win, but my statement at the end of the game was, holy shit, we did something right. That's unbelievable. So when that's going through your head, when you win a big game, that doesn't make me feel good. Not only that, but Jordan Love is it. He seems to be getting healthier and healthier. It seemed like that first week he was still a little hampered by that injury. Seems to mostly be gone now. I'm going to a Packers bar today with my co-host to go and watch this game. So I'm ready for absolute hell today. But give me the Packers minus the 5.5. I love my Cardinals, but I like money more. This is a better Cardinals team. It's a better Cardinals team from last year, but we're not there yet. I think in about 3-4 years, when we have to re-sign Kyler Murray to another ridiculously expensive deal for no reason, that's when we're going to start playing good.
Yeah, I like the Packers today too, man. I do. I think they're getting right. The Cardinals kind of been up and down this year, man. They have a good week, then a bad week, good week, then a bad week. Pretty solid week last week in that win over there in San Francisco, man. I feel like it's a letdown spot for Arizona right here. Huge. And Green Bay's starting to get right. I like what Tucker Kraft been doing the tight end position the last couple of weeks, man. He looks like a whole new player out there. They're starting to get him more involved in the offense. Got studs all over the receiving core for the Packers right there. And Jordan Love finally looks like he's starting to feel right, man. Now you got him at home in Lambeau with the travel for Arizona. Feels like a good spot for the Packers today. I'm on them too.
Do we have a consensus, Beardo?
Yeah, I think this is a field goal game.
I think
this is a field goal game. Jordan Love loves to make stupid, dumb mistakes. Like he'll be looking good, and then he'll just pull a Will Levis out of his back pocket.
Oh, don't you compare that man to Will Levis?
I don't like the Packers this year. They've stayed close. They stayed close in certain games. You know, they had a good comeback against the Vikings a few weeks ago to keep that game close. But this Cardinals team, man, also stays close in games as well. or they're just going to completely knock the socks off you like they did with the Rams. I think this is a field goal game. I like the Cardinals to cover that 5.5.
Game on.
He
You
likes
got some
to
balls,
see game
Beardo.
on.
You got some balls.
Let's go.
That's rough.
I like
Game on.
That's right. Get him, bro. Yeah, I'm on the Packers.
I think people also forget that a majority of that game last week, the Cardinals only had 3 points.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, you had an amazing comeback at the end of the game, but you were spending a majority of that game with only 3 points. We'll see. By the way, shout out to Rock Solid over on GameOn.locals.com. New monthly supporter. Appreciate you. That's Rock Solid. Shout out.
Man, let's go.
Okay, we did the Buccaneers. Ooh, this one's a gross game. I don't have a pick in this game, but it's gross. I keep going back and forth on this one. Steelers Raiders. I don't have a pick in this one. If I had to, I'd probably take the points with the Raiders just because it's ugly. And no, they're going with Aiden O'Connell today. I think it's going to be very conservative. I'll just say this. Mike Tomlin, throughout his whole NFL career, on the road, the under hits 72% of the time.
That's what I was going to say. Just bet that.
Just bet the under.
Yeah.
Just bet the under.
And do not watch this game unless you like watching your eyes bleed.
Don't do it.
It's going to be awful.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to get from the Raiders. I don't think Aiden O'Connell is going to be any different. I think he will be a little bit more conservative with the ball, especially since he probably just all he knows, as long as he doesn't throw 3 picks a day, he gets to keep the job. So, yeah, this is going to be gross. And Steelers are sticking with Justin Fields this week. Go with I would take the points of the Raiders. I just got this weird gut feeling the Raiders end up winning this one.
The Steelers are sticking with Justin Fields?
Yeah, Russell Wilson is going to be the backup today. But he's probably going to start next week.
Give me the Raiders to cover.
Let's go.
Fuck Justin Fields, man. That offense looks horrible with Justin Fields. Aiden O'Connell, okay? Aiden O'Connell's coming in. He's getting the start. I'm a Minshew guy, okay? I love Minshew.
We all love
O'Connell,
Minshew.
let's not forget, Aiden O'Connell in his last start. Wait, was it his last start? I don't know if it was his last start. Beat the Chiefs in Kansas City. Come on, man. Aiden O'Connell's a Hall of Famer.
He also didn't complete a pass after the first quarter in that game.
This is true. Give me the fucking Raiders to cover.
I think Matt Crosby won that game more so than Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah,
for sure.
Is Max Crosby playing today?
He better. He played
From
last
what I've
week.
seen, yeah.
Okay.
Let me double check.
As
He
long as
played
he's
last
playing.
week.
I just want to watch him and TJ Watt rip people's heads off then.
Yeah.
They're going to be fun.
Yeah. Give me
Defensive tutty in this game?
Probably.
Strip sack?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
You know
one
what?
for each team.
Raiders are going to win this game. Raiders money line. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. I like it.
Good
Fuck
morning,
the
Rob
Steelers.
Sterling. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. And then
Good morning, sir.
Lay that money double on us, Ty, man. Lay it in there, man.
Ooh,
Give me the
+3.
Steelers. Sorry, give me the Steelers -3.5 and the Steelers to score a safety today. I do think the Raiders offense is going to be that bad. I think TJ Watt, Nato, and O'Connell, I don't think they know each other all that well going into this game. They're about to get very well acquainted. TJ Watt, I don't believe scored a touchdown yet this season. Give me him for a touchdown as well.
I love that. Ty Johnson, I love it.
It's going to be a bad day for the Raiders. This is going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be one in the trenches, and the Steelers' trenches on the offense and defensive side are just better.
Okay.
Raiders.
Dodgers run line with Giants straight up. The Magic 8 Ball says, what?
Whoa.
Ooh,
Dodgers
Giants
run line,
straight up
Giants.
with
Let's
Sunday
go,
Night
dude.
Football. That is gross, but I love it.
I
By the
love
way,
it.
Ty Johnson here. Hurts over 150 pass. Browns 25 receiving. Barkley 40 run. Scary Terry 25 receiving. Daniels 175 pass. Henry 50 run. Oh, that's beautiful.
I love that.
I like it. I like it. Okay, we done with this game? That's gross. Ghost of Rod Serling says Broncos +3. He likes the Broncos in this one. I got a weird feeling. Just a weird feeling that the Chargers, it's going to be ugly, but I think the Chargers, they're going to win this game by like 6. But it's going to look like they dominated the game to where they want. Like you would think if you watched the game and didn't know the score, you'd be like, oh yeah, the Chargers are up like 2 touchdowns. It's going to be one of those gross Harbaugh run the ball games. They're not going to be able to pass on this Broncos secondary. It's pretty damn good, but the Chargers don't want to pass right now. They just want to play power football coming off a bye in division here. Everyone's loving the Broncos right now because they've won 3 straight. I was on the Broncos last week as my survivor pick. That was a sweat for a little bit, but I think Harbaugh and the Chargers come in here and they take care of business. What do you guys think?
I could see the Broncos going up like 7-0 and not scoring another touchdown.
Yeah.
Losing like 20-7.
Yep.
There's something in this. I could totally see that, bro. I don't think there's going to be a lot of points in this game at all. It's got a real low total, something like 35.5, 36.5, somewhere in there. But real low total. Probably be a gross game to watch here. But I'm with you, Will. I think I'm feeling the Chargers in this. I think people are a little too hype on the Broncos just yet.
I want to make it clear this is not a contest pick. I don't feel
Yeah,
that
I'm not
confident
taking
on
the
it. It's just a gut feeling.
Yeah, I'm not taking them contest. I'm not touching this game. If I bet anything, it'll be the under. That's all I really have in this one.
Yeah, this game's gross. It's gross. You don't know what to get from the Chargers. The Broncos, you don't really know what to get from them either. This is a disgusting game. I'm with Cricket. Take the under on the points in this game. Give me the fucking Chargers.
AJ?
Broncos money line. I trust that defense a hell of a lot more than I trust anything going on with the Chargers right now. I think Harbaugh is going to take a couple of years before he, really gets to cut this thing moving. And I do think he'll get this thing moving with Justin Herbert and the Chargers, but not today. Not today. The Broncos defense is better. Bo Nix is showing life. I'm not going to crown him or anything, but he's showing life. Yeah, Broncos money line.
That defense for the Broncos has looked good, man.
I just noticed this. Look what the NFL did. Those sneaky sons of bitches. Look at this. They've got 4 games in the afternoon. They decided, you know what? We know what game everyone's going to be tuned into. One of the biggest games. First of all, it's the Cowboys, but the Lions, Cowboys, what everyone's going to be watching. So let's pair that up and make sure no one watches any of the other games. Let's make the grossest games possible. Steelers, Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, Falcons, Panthers.
Yeah, why
so everyone will tune into this game?
Why are the Panthers playing at 4:00?
I don't know.
Both in the you in Atlanta and Charlotte. What are we doing? Why are we playing?
Well, because the government told them that there was going to be a hurricane and that they needed to make sure to push it to the afternoon. I don't know.
To be honest, I would much rather watch the other 3 games than that Lions Cowboys game.
Okay.
I already know the outcome. Will shared the script with me. It's Lions by 1 million. I'd rather watch the other games.
Just saying.
I think I'm
we
gonna
got the script.
I love Rushi reruns at 4:00.
Well, let's get to the gross game. Let's get to the gross game then next, and that's the Falcons and the Panthers. One of my contest picks is in this game, and it is give me the points with the Panthers. Panthers +6.
That's so
this
sick.
line last week was a look ahead line was Falcons -3. So what happened in a week to justify moving this line 3 points? What the Falcons, who should have lost on Thursday Night Football, had Baker just picked up one more first down, that game's over. Everything had to go the Falcons' way. They had to get that penalty to push them back out of field goal range. All those things went and broke the Falcons' way. They ended up kicking that long field goal to win the game. Meanwhile, what did the Panthers do? Yeah, they went up, played Chicago, and they looked terrible. That happens in the NFL, especially when you're a bad team. It happens, okay? That shouldn't justify moving this line 3 points. I think it's moved too far. It's ugly, but this is in division. Falcons haven't really looked all that impressive. Give me the Panthers. I'll take the 6 points, and I'm going to plug my nose as I submit the pick because it's bad. It stinks.
It does smell funky.
It smells worse than when I got to change both the twins' diapers, okay?
Oh, man. Double duty.
Yeah.
I'm all over the Falcons at -6. These Panthers fucking suck, okay?
Let's go.
The love affair with Andy Dalton is over. He had his shining light against the Raiders just a few weeks ago in his first start. Andy Dalton, it doesn't matter, man. This Panthers team is fucking atrocious. Give me the Falcons, okay? And Kyle Pitts might score a tutty today. He's due.
He might.
It's about damn time.
He's been due for 4 seasons.
Yeah, that's what
I know. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I take that back.
I started saying every time I want to give that guy a little bit of credit and I want to throw him in a parlay or something, the guy will have like
I
one
know.
catch for 7 yards.
I know.
I'm like, you can't even get a first down? What the
I
hell,
know.
man?
Is Drake London playing?
I haven't heard anything says he's not.
I haven't either.
He got knocked out last week.
Let's see here. Let's see if I can find that for you. You're gonna have to give me a minute and feel. It's gonna take me a second to find that. But
If Drake London's playing, give me the Falcons -6, man.
Okay.
like I said, I haven't seen anything telling me he's not going to play.
Me either. I know Bijan was limited earlier this week in practice, and that kind of came out of nowhere, and so he might be a game time. But Drake London.
Sorry, Ty. The Cowboys fucking suck. They're losing by like 3 scores, bro.
Let's go.
At least.
Let's go. Speaking of which, the Jags Bears halfway through the first. Jags second and goal from Chicago's 12. Lawrence 5 for 5 for 54 yards.
Did you guys see the clip of the Oregon coach last night push and shove a police officer?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the police officer. No.
He was celebrating with his boys, with his coaching staff, and I think he might have mistaken the police officer with the coach, and he totally pushed and shoved a police officer last night.
I saw him manhandle a dude, but I'm pretty sure that was one of the assistant coaches, because I was like, oh god, there's a fight. Why is he fighting? Like, is he mad that people are rushing the field? And I go, oh no, he's celebrating. It looks like he was like,
hey, you're a cop. You gotta know that guy's. I mean, he's pretty hype right there, man. Come on.
I just sent you the clip.
He didn't get arrested. We don't. He had zero chances of getting
after he did it. The cop was laughing. The cop was laughing after he did it. I just sent you the clip if you want to show it.
Okay. He's
on Twitter.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
He's hyped. Little man is hyped.
He's hyped.
He's excited to hang out with Dad today, man.
Yeah, dude. He was doing so he was doing this the whole time celebrating. Like, I thought literally right afterwards, when he was making his way across the field to go shake Day's hand, he's just like, I thought he was like just decking everyone, like he was pissed off or something, because it looked like he was in a
Is
brawl.
it just me, or does it look like Dan Lanning is always on cocaine?
Yes,
he always looks like he's geeking, bro. Yeah, get off me, I'm high. Let's go. That's right. Put some shoulder pads on, dude.
Let's go, Dan!
Let's go, Dan. Cop's like, dude, I'm just trying to protect you. Please.
Yeah, dude.
I'm doing all I can here.
It's all good. He good.
Speaking of, what about that dumbass play by that Ohio State quarterback at the end of that game?
Oh my God, yeah. We'll talk about that tomorrow, Cricket.
It's what are we doing?
Don't touch.
Just throw it to the end zone at least. Maybe
last game, Bills Jets. You guys got anything on this one? Anyone want it for a pick?
Go Jets. They got to win one eventually, right?
Well, that, and you're getting a bump from the interim head coach coming in. That's a typical, classic betting strategy, and I'm gonna fall all over it. Jets money line.
I think so too, man. It just feels like one of those. That's what I'm saying. It was a little premature firing Robert Saleh, because they win this game right here, they're 3-3 and tied for first in the division. I'm like, your season, you still have everything to play for in front of you.
It really feels like the solid firing was just a delayed firing, something they knew they should have done at the end of last season. And then, what's his name? Woody Johnson just woke up that Monday after London and was like, what are we doing? Why is this guy still on our payroll? I mean, technically he is still on the payroll, but you know what I mean.
I still like Will's angle of that thing, man. I think the owner for the Jets was over there beating his chest, all those highfalutin folks over in London, man. He got embarrassed last Sunday. And then
he used to be an ambassador.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And so, he's got connections.
Yeah.
He gets embarrassed.
He was
after
over there
telling everyone that this is the best roster he's ever had as an owner. Gets embarrassed, fires Saleh. I think this means that Devontae Adams is for sure heading to New York. Woody Johnson is taking over, and as an owner, you make terrible decisions, and he's going to look at his GM and be like, you want to be like Saleh? No? Okay, well then do whatever you got to do. Get me Adams. I think they're waiting to see if they win. I think they're waiting to see if they win this game. If they win this game against the Bills, they're in first place in the division. I think he's immediately going to the GM's office and saying, let's make this trade.
Man, I've seen some reports that the Raiders aren't interested in trading him anymore. Yeah.
No, they're saying if the demands aren't right.
Yeah.
Meaning they want that second round pick.
Right.
It's just they're playing hardball. They're like, we'll keep him if we have to. It's classic.
Even the second round pick, be done with it if you're the Jets.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Doesn't that seem a little bit low? That seems
like
as
a much
low
money
ask.
as you got to
What's
take
going
on in that contract.
Low? A second rounder for Devontae Adams? He's old, man. He's an old man.
No, I understand he's older, but I mean, he still has got a lot of. He still has probably. A good
I get what
4 or
AJ's
5
saying
years
though,
in
because
front
like
of
those
him.
second round picks, half the time you whiff on them anyway, so you might as well see what you got in Devontae Adams.
Just saying, if I get Devontae Adams right now, second round pick, that already been out the door.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you. Just my thing is there seems like there's something else going on with this whole Devontae thing that nobody knows about because the price seems too low. The teams that are being named, it doesn't make sense why they haven't jumped all over it already. And that it does. And like people are iffy on that second round. The GMs are. And so it stinks. The whole thing stinks to high hell. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I still think he ends up being a Jet by the end of the season or by the trade deadline. Excuse me.
I think he's wearing something besides black and silver.
For sure.
Like I said,
I wanted to show you this, Cricket. I want to show you this real quick because I thought this was hilarious.
We want Vandy.
Instead of we want Bama.
Let's go. I freaking love that, dude. That's awesome. Shout out to Vandy. Diego Pavia. What a stud.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like the Jets in that game. I think that they have to win. And I don't know. I like the under in the game. I think people are thinking this Bills team is a high-powered offense still. They really aren't right now with all the injuries. They're going to be without their best wide receiver and running back in the game. Oh, yeah. Sirianni's gone.
God,
that's also why I'm rooting for it because I love watching this chaos.
Oh, yeah.
I also want the Giants to win because I finally want Zach Taylor to get fired. I'm pissed he wasn't the first coach fired.
True, he might get fired today. He lose that one. Get fired.
Yeah, I
think Zach Taylor, he's another guy like McCarthy. He won't get fired until the end of the year.
You think so?
I think the Bengals still think that they're in it.
I do too.
They still believe that, huh? They're still drinking that Kool-Aid?
Oh, yeah.
I'm still drinking that Kool-Aid. I don't think the Bengals are out just yet.
I don't think stop anybody on defense, man.
Dude, the AFC is a mess, man. There's a chance that the Bengals can still win that division.
Oh, that's
true.
Yeah, that's gross.
By the way, 3-0 in London right now. Jags up 3-0. Kicker props. Okay, Cricket. Do you like all your picks? We're gonna go down the line here. Do you like all these? Do you want to change any of these?
Ask them first. I think I'm gonna change one, but I'm looking at what I want to change it to. So
okay, Patriot. Do you like yours? Let me know. I got to change steps. He sent us the ones he likes. I'll change that here in a minute. Chat. What do you like? You're locked in with 2. Let me know what you like. Do you want to change the Patriots, the Browns, and the Lions? Those are what you got. Chat. You're welcome. You can tell I made those picks. AK is not here, so he's stuck with those. And there's Robert. So AJ, what do you want to do with your picks?
Oh man, that is a disgusting lineup. I'm going to leave it just where it is. I hate that lineup, but it's disgusting. But let's roll.
I want to swap the Giants for the Buccaneers.
Attaboy.
I don't hate that.
I like that. It's so Spencer Rattler today. We ain't gonna put a whole lot of faith in him.
I'm telling you, man, that disrespected Baker yesterday.
That's you sold me on that too, man.
Yeah, that was unreal.
This is the first thing I thought of last night. I go, I tagged our proptologist, Eric E over there. I tagged him. I go, Baker 5 touchdowns tomorrow. Just 5. Just
5 plus. 5 plus.
5 plus. Okay, there's that. Beardo, what do you want for your picks? Here's your current lineup.
Oh man.
What are we swapping out? Well, you can't swap out the Jags.
That's a gross looking little card there too.
Yeah, and I do like the Browns to cover, but Deshaun Watson, man, he's such a bum. Take out the Browns and give me the Giants tonight.
Ooh, okay, baby. All right.
I got to roll with my Giants. I have to.
Okay.
I don't think that's a bad swap there, sir.
Not at all.
Let's see. Here's where we stand. I got 11.5 points. The show's contest picks. We're going to swap some of these out. 9.5. Cricket's at 8.5. Patriots at 12.5. Look at him go. Steps is at 11. 19th Army's at 9.5. Millie Goats is at 11.5. The great Robert Barnes is at 14. What a stud. AJ's at 9.5 and Beardo's at 11.5. So we're in the mix. We got to string together a couple good weeks, all of us, and we can be right up there in the top 500 in no time.
Yeah.
In no time. Show picks, though. What do we like as a consensus? We're going to swap some of these out. We're
already got a winner.
Already got a winner. You're welcome.
You got to take the Patriots out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting, dude.
You guys.
You got
Best
you
bet of the week.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's so
I don't
gross.
know what the boys think. I say take out the Patriots and put in the Bucks.
I like the Bucks.
I like the Bucks today.
I just want to let you know
I know, God, y'all don't have to be with him.
Y'all give me. We got all 5 favorites in here. Just saying. Do we want to swap out the Packers or the Ravens at all?
I do not love the Packers here or the Ravens.
I don't love the Lions.
Yeah, the Ravens is a little rough.
Let's see. God, these are all gross games, man.
They are.
These are all
NFL's getting
games.
tough, man. It's getting tough.
I mean, what else do we like? We didn't have much consensus today.
If you're taking out the Ravens, that's an easy pick to put in the Redskins right there. If you're taking out the Ravens, you just swap out the Redskins.
Put that in there.
Can't do it. Too divided on it. Let's go with an ugly one. Let's go with the Raiders.
Hey, I picked the Raiders today to cover.
Let's just go with an ugly one for one of them. We gotta have one.
You can't find an uglier one than that.
No, that's for sure.
I was going to say the Panthers, but I know you guys would push back on that. Do we like the Packers, or do we want to? We got a half-point value, or do we want to swap them out with someone?
I don't love the Packers, but that's up to the
but
boys.
Do you love anything else?
Yeah, the Redskins.
I thought we were. No, you're on.
Give him the Redskins so we can tell him. We told you so.
Nope.
No. Listen,
he's got it on his own picks. He's fine.
Yeah.
He can
Are we on the Jets?
We are not on the Jets. You want to be on the Jets?
I like the Jets. You guys like the Jets?
I like the Jets.
JT.
I like the Jets. No, dude. Rodgers is a fucking bum, dude. Rodgers is a bum. That offense fucking sucks. I understand they have a new interim head coach. I don't think that's going to fix their problems, man. I think Rodgers is fucking washed. I do.
Let's go with the gross one then. Colts.
Chargers.
I'm good with that.
Chargers or Colts?
Colts. They just gonna like the Colts. He likes the Broncos.
I like the Colts because even though Richardson's starting, Joe Flacco's going to be in by the second quarter.
There you go.
He should be. They shouldn't even let Anthony Richardson go.
See, that looks better. That looks a lot better. Not all favorites. All right. That looks
better.
Kiss.
That looks
Chef's
better.
Kiss.
Yeah,
that looks gross. Ugh.
Still pretty gross, yeah.
Richardson's out with a concussion at the end of the first quarter.
Man.
Patriots 3-0 in kicker props already.
Find a prop bet.
The Colts, if that's the case.
Find a prop bet on that. Anthony Richardson, anytime concussion.
Jesus.
I was trying to find that picture that I sent you, Beardo, last night. I was going to pull it up.
With Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Pete
I
Carroll.
couldn't find it. I guess I didn't retweet it on there. I want to show you guys real quick.
I hit up my thumbnail guy. I said, "Hey man, can you put my face on this?"
So there it is. And I was like, you got to put Beardo, you got to crop your face on this.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Love that.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Steps likes. Let me tell Steps picks, and then I'm going to change them for him too. Meaning I'm gonna put him in.
Yeah, you mean you're gonna put whatever you want
by
in
the
there.
way,
I know what you
by the
mean.
way, you guys probably didn't think this was going to happen, but I changed a pick, but it's none of yours. So last year for AJ and Beardo, there was times when Cricket or Steps would make a pick, and I would just think they're completely wrong, and I would change it without them knowing. It went well one time, and it went terrible one time. So we've had some fun with it. So Steps, it's a running joke with Steps, and but I changed a pick. I changed one of Robert's picks. So we'll see.
Ooh, man, you changed the guy that's leading the contest.
Yep, because I think he's completely wrong, and he won't know. He won't know.
What was it?
The Cowboys. I switched it to the Lions.
Attaboy.
Way to be.
Hey, you're a good man for doing that.
Don't tell him, Cricket.
You're a good
Nobody
man
tell
for
him.
doing that.
Cowboys went outright, and I'm gonna have egg on my. I'll owe Robert a huge apology, but it's not gonna happen. So,
Did he tell you Cowboys, or you just put that in for him?
well, I go over at Sports Picks. I'm not gonna give away all his
okay.
picks, but he posts his picks. I scan through them, and like his biggest bets of the weeks, are usually the ones that I'll put in it for his contest picks.
Okay.
He doesn't tell me which is 5 because, and I will just scan through them because there's more than 5 picks, and I'll just kind of say okay, and I'll select from there, and it's been working so far.
Yeah.
Let's see. Steps like Cincy. He likes the Pats if it's 7, and he likes Denver. Okay.
Sounds pretty gross too.
Yeah.
I will get those changed and whatnot. But hey, I hear a baby crying. So, dad duties.
There you go.
Blasphemy shame. I knew that was coming, Patriot. He says blasphemy shame on you, Will. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, guys, thanks for showing up and hanging out. This is fun. Another fun week. I love this show, man. I did not want to get up this morning, but I was like, no, got to. This is my favorite show. Favorite show of the week. Hanging out with the boys, breaking down the games. Let's go around. AJ, what do you got going on this week?
Oh shit! Sorry,
show.
my brain just
Your
went.
show.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll be live here in about an hour or so. I will be breaking down some fantasy football sits, starts, and a couple other of my favorite prop bets going on this week. And then tomorrow, overreactions around 6 p.m. over here on the West Coast. That's 9 o'clock for y'all on the East Coast. If my time, we don't switch times this week, right? That's next week or November, right?
It's in November.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in Arizona, so we don't really worry about that. But
y'all don't even do that, do you?
Hey,
No,
you're
but
gonna
it
like
just-
it. You're gonna
messed
like it
with
because it's an
my,
hour later. You get an extra hour,
that's
so the
right.
show will be easier for you to make.
Oh, thank God, I'll be 6 a.m. instead of 5. I cannot wait for that. But yeah, it's going to be a great week. Going to be a great week. Give us a follow over on Twitter, Rumble, TikTok, however you like to do it. Degenerate takes. Let's go.
That's right.
Beardo, what do you got going this week?
Yeah, I got Sports Wars here in about an hour and a half, and then me and the Geeks and Gamers crew, we're doing some spooky stuff, some Halloween stuff tonight. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to watch my Giants play tonight, but I'm going to be locked in on the phone watching the Giants.
Heck yeah.
And that's pretty much about it, man. Just my regular gaming streams, Geeks and Gamers stuff. That's about it.
Heck yeah. All right. Cricket Night will be back, of course, bright and early in the morning. And we got Crick's Corner tomorrow to break down all the college football games. And Cricket, I will shoot you some prize picks that I like. We didn't have time today to dive into all of those, but we'll post a couple of lineups and share them out there with everyone. But
for sure.
Yeah.
Tennessee,
Did I
Alabama.
miss anything, Cricket? Oh, we looked at the slate of games coming up this Saturday. Oh, God, it's going to be good.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think it's going to be that way the rest of the way going. It'll be big games every week, man.
Tennessee, Alabama. We got Georgia, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Go, dude. Let's go. I love it.
And we got Disney on Ice.
Hell yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Most exciting.
That's where I'm sending the fam.
That's right.
Tennessee, Alabama's going to kick off, and the fam's going to be at Disney on Ice. Let's go.
Man, it sounds a little bit like heaven.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Going to make some wings, maybe some tri-tip. Oh, let's go. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been fun. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Shout out to Rumble. Thank you for featuring us. We have 1,700 of you mad lads in here. Smash the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow bright and early, but we also will be we'll be back next Sunday for this exact show, 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and potentially an uncensored pharmacist stream tonight. We'll see. You got to go over to gameon.locals.com though to stay up to date on all the notifications and when I'm actually, because those ones are random. I can never plan them out well because life, right?
Yep.
Every time I want to, something comes up with the kiddos. So we'll see. But until then,
good luck. Beardo.
Good gambling.
And game on.
That's right.